With us now at the summer barbecue is Dominic. How are you?
Very good, very good. Having a great time.
Now, you're the safety officer. Does that mean that you have to do pool safety too today?
Well, I think we'll waive the pool safety for now. There's no bikes in the pool.
Now, what does the safety person do? What are you responsible for?
Well, generally, what we do is when we have meetings, we pretty much tell the people to pass down signals when they're riding, to look at obstructions, to use their signals when they're going to make any kind of a move, how much space they should ride in between the riders, how to make proper turns, and what to look out for, because there's a lot of danger around us and what to be aware of. Just to be conscious of it.
Now, one of the things I've noticed too is that there's something to do with you put your helmet down behind your bike, and that means you're a biker in distress, or that means you've got it covered. What does that mean?
That pretty much means that you need some help.
Okay.
All right. If you're having a problem, you put your helmet down. And other bikers who are coming by, whether they're in cars or in bikes, they'll see that. Generally, where a brotherhood will stop and try to assist.
Now, how long have you been riding Harleys, and what do you love most about it?
I've been riding probably 35 years, and it's just a camaraderie of the group. The whole, it's like a family. It's like another extended family. It's great.
And what was your first trip like? The very first time you got on a hog and you were going down the road, where did you go and what did you see?
Well, the first time I got one was when first bike I had was a Japanese bike. The second bike I got was a larger bike, a Harley, and it was a completely different feeling. I was in heaven.
And where did you go?
We went, actually, the first ride I took, we went out to Montauk.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And have you met friends here? And if so, what does that mean? How has that enriched your life?
Oh, have I met friends? Probably 100 people. I've come to know over the years with the club. They are still close friends of mine. A lot of them are still close friends. And we ride every week, and we are the most riding club on the island.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good to know.
We do about 10,000 miles a year.
Excellent. Well, maybe I'll be on the back of a bike soon.
Absolutely. You're welcome on mine anytime.
Okay. With us now is Steve Ficarola.
Laura.
Steve Ficacola. Right?
Steve Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Steve Coca-Cola. Okay. And it's Steve. And he has award-winning chili. And tell us, you were part of the chili cook-off this year, right?
I was part of the chili cook-off. I think I came in third, unfortunately. So I changed things up today. And so I think I should win today because I'm the only entrant.
Okay. Taste and tell me what you think. Okay, so now he's tasting his own chili. Let's see if he can have integrity about it.
It's good, but I could probably still do better.
Ah, wow, he does have a lot of integrity.
But what's very good is it's got my homegrown organic hot cayenne peppers, which did very well this year because we had a very hot summer.
Okay, good to know.
So I kept them off to the side so everybody could enjoy it. And those that really like it hot like me, even on an 85-degree day, you can throw in some hot peppers.
Excellent.
So you want to try some with some hot peppers?
Yeah, wait, hold on one second. I'm just going to try this little bean right here.
Oh, that's just a regular black bean.
Oh, it's good though. It's flavored really well.
Yeah? Oh, thank you.
So besides cooking tips, can you give us a motorcycle riding tip? What do you feel is most important, whether safety or having fun on your bike? What's a good tip for other riders?
Well, you have to have fun, but you want to be safe. See, I'm selfish. I want to ride safely so I can get up tomorrow and do it again.
Got it.
So really, I mean, it's like I tell my kids when they drive the car, you have to have 360-degree vision. You always have to know what's in front of you, left of you, right of you, and behind you, because you always need an escape path. Especially here on Long Island, people drive with their eyes closed.
Ride to live, live to ride.
Yes, that's correct.
It's the smartest thing ever, right? The smartest slogan ever.
Yeah.
And tell us about the friendships that you've cultivated over the years in this group.
Well, look at this club. I mean, we have mostly here is homemade. Most of the food here is homemade. All these people, I've been with this club now in September, it'll be almost 10 years, back when we were Lighthouse, Harley Davidson with the Hog Group. Now we're an AMA chapter, and we stayed together even though the dealership closed.
Excellent. So you're really like a group still without a dealership. So maybe the Harley people will knight you guys and let you still be a club.
And I'm sure we're not the only ones out there. Most of us are Hog members. I'm a lifetime Hog member. So even though the dealership folded, we didn't, and Harley should not forget about us.
There you go. So you are one of the past presidents of this organization.
I am, so they tell me, yes.
And they still let you in. That's kind of nice.
That's even better, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they say, okay, let the old guy in, Sure.
So tell us how long you've been riding a Harley and what it means to you.
Harley Davidson, the best way to describe riding Harley Davidson is it's a passion. That's one word, and a passion. And also a second word would be freedom. Those two words, because it gives you the freedom to get out and explore. Follow your nose, follow that front tire, and just go wherever you'd like to go.
And how many miles do you have on your hiney sitting in that seat?
That motorcycle, I have 96,000 and change on that motorcycle. The one before was 78,000, both on a Harley Davidson.
And what's your 3 most memorable trips? What are 3 times that really stick out for you?
Trips were California, Nova Scotia, Canada, and the Painted Desert in Arizona.
And you ever run into any challenges with your Harley? And did you ever have to reach out for some help along the way? Okay, tell us what happened with that.
We were riding in Arizona, and the shifter lever on my motorcycle failed. So we were fortunate to have a chase truck with us that year, and we rolled into a dealership in Amarillo, Texas. In so doing, the service manager himself rolled my motorcycle into the shop, changed the shifter lever, adjusted my shifter lever, and then test rode it, brought it back to me, and were very compassionate in that they wouldn't take any money.
Wow.
Nothing. They said, "Where are you from?" We said, "New York." He said, "Well, when you get back home, tell the folks that we took care of you." So this is what Harley Davidson is all about. So you get out there on the road, and God forbid you have a problem, and we've encountered this before in many cross-country rides, that individuals that have problems, you're within 200 miles or 2 hours of a dealership. So therefore, you call them up, they'll come out and get you, fix the problem. They know you're on the road. They want to see you continue. That's their objective.
And I know that your club in particular does a lot of charitable things. Can you tell us about that? Something that you've participated in that you thought was really memorable for you?
The charities themselves are numerous. The 2 that come to mind, which is annual, are the Sagamore Children's Hospital, where they're primary toy donator. They've been doing that for now 13 years. The other one is Winthrop Hospital, that's over in Mineola, and we've been doing that for about 11 years. In addition to that, things that we've done as a charity have been in support of Long Island Cares here on Long Island, Harry Chapin's fund. We did 2 rides for them. We also we did a Habitat for Humanity's build back probably about 10 years ago. And we raised $1,500 in funds just for a 1-day build. So we're giving back to the community, yeah.
And you put your hammer in your roller bag, right?
Without a doubt, yeah, sure.
Have hammer and a Harley will travel, right? With us now is Ed, and we're going to be talking about him being our newest road captain. How are you?
I'm doing great today, thanks.
Good. What did it take to be a road captain? Did you have to take a test, or what do you do?
No, I'm what they call a probie, so I'm in the learning phase. So it's almost like hazing in college,
Oh, boy.
Go get my bike, go polish my bike, that kind of thing. No, teasing.
And how's that chrome looking out there today?
You learn a lot in the general population of the motorcycle club. You learn a lot watching the road captains do what they do. They keep us safe, and I applied for it, and they said sure, they need them, and I'm learning. I'm in the learning phase.
And how long have you been riding a Harley, and what do you love most about it?
I've been riding since my mini bike when I was 13.
Wow.
Got a Harley when I was 18, and when I had my family, I gave it up, and since 2003, I'm riding again.
And what do you ride?
I ride an Ultra Classic, and I also have a Road King.
Oh, you have 2?
Yes.
Is it hard to decide which one you're going to ride? I mean, come on, really?
Yeah, it's not hard at all. They're all a lot of fun.
Right. 2 different things. And most recent memory of a great ride, where'd you go?
Well, fixing the 2 nails in my tire today was a great part of my day today.
Oh, boy.
We found the tire had a nail, and the next stop found another nail. Fix a patch. The guys carry the stuff. That's part of learning to be a road captain. I'll be carrying it from now on.
Yeah, you got to be prepared, right?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the greatest ride I'd say recently was Kenny Pastor took us up to Vanderbilt Museum about 3 weeks ago, I'd say, and it was great. Beautiful country. The ride was great. Everything was great. Usually it kind of stinks when you get back to Long Island and there's traffic, but somehow he fixed that too.
Oh, boy.
No traffic.
All right. Well, if you could take a tip from that road captain and create no traffic, I think you'll be like the star. The cool thing about Harley riders that I've discovered over the last 20 years is that you tend to just do whatever you want because you can. So one such individual is this guy who's just Bob. Hey, Bob, how are you?
Good.
So now tell me about why you ride a Harley and how long you've been riding.
Pretty similar to the rest of the group. Delved into it in my earlier teens, and then did the conforming to society type of thing. The way I like to put it is, at this stage of my life, I fulfill my obligation to family and society. I put 3 productive individuals into society, and now it's about me. So.
And what do you love best about your bike?
Gets me where I want to go. Been all over the country with and without this group.
Excellent. All right. And tell me about your ink.
Well,
Oh, yeah, let's see your pink. Da 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 da.
That's what I used to look like when I was younger.
You're still looking good, just Bob. Turn around. Woo! Very nice.
I got it all. The gun, the cards. You know?
That is very nice, actually. That's really nice.
Yeah, you want to see this girl?
Yeah.
I met her on Daytona.
You met her in Daytona?
Yeah, this is the girl I'm going to meet in hell.
Now, what are we celebrating here today? What's going on here?
It's just our annual house party. We're here just to have fun, to celebrate, to be together and have fun.
You have a wonderful turnout, over 70 people. I mean,
Yeah.
Did you see all those bikes out there?
Yes, I was one of them. Yes, we had a poker run before, and one of our road captains set it up, and it was 80 miles, and it was along the ocean, and it was a great time. Great time
better,
had by
right?
all. Oh, nothing better, nothing.
And what do you like most about this club? What matters to you?
The people. Really, it's the people. That we all get along, we all have fun, and we're here with one thing in mind, to ride our motorcycles and have fun, and do everything safely.
And I also know another thing that you have in common is that you all come together for different charities. You're like
Yes.
you're a group with heart. Tell us about that, Mr. Hartman.
Oh, we like to give back. Okay, like we do the Sagamore every year in November for the people over there at the state hospital, and I believe it's in April we do the Easter ride for Winthrop. And that is all stuff that we buy and donate to the children. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not a thing that we get anything back for. It's us giving. The only thing we get back is the smiles, which is all I'm looking forward to.
And what was your first Harley ride? Where did you go?
Oh, you're talking way back when?
Way back when. Everybody remembers their first. Come on, Fred. Where'd you go?
Around the block. That's it on the first one. Let's be serious. I think it was Lake George.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was up to Lake George. Love Lake George. Love the Adirondacks. You know what I mean? Love going up there and riding. There's nothing else.
There is nothing else.
Actually, I've been a member for about 7, 8 years, and then I had become a road captain for a couple of years.
Okay.
And then I actually just stepped down recently. I'm basically, the great thing about the club is you could be as involved with it as much as you want. You know, you could be very involved. You could just come around once in a while, and it's all good. You know, a lot of great people.
But you didn't want to miss today because today's fun, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you ready, Cisco? Okay, here we go. All right. Hey, how are you?
Good. Excellent.
Good. So we were talking a little bit behind the scenes about the fact that this club is kind of like welcomes everybody. You can kind of come and go as you please, right? So what do you love most about your involvement here?
I think I was mentioning I was a club member for about 7 years, and I had become a road captain for a couple of years. So and then I stepped down because just to do other stuff. But the great thing about the club is that you could be as involved in the club as much as you want. You know, some people are here, every single week. They come on every single ride. Other people that maybe they might come once a month. But it's a lot of great people, and it's very relaxed. You know what I mean?
And when you're on your Harley, what feeling describes that for you? If you could describe being on your Harley as a feeling, what would that be like in words?
Definitely, I guess, an intense sense of freedom. Just to get out there, you could be stressed. Just all the stress leaves your body, when you're riding.
All right, so I was interviewing guy after guy, and I said, where are the women, Lou? And one brings all of them, and this is the ringleader right here. Hey, how are you? How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
And who did you gather around here? Who?
All our fellow ladies of Harley, riders and non-riders included.
So what made you decide to ride?
I had been riding with my husband for several years, and I basically got bored of being on the back. And more and more rallies I went to, I saw more and more women. So I said, well, if they can do it, I can do it.
And how did you learn? How did you learn how to ride, and how did the process go for you?
Actually, my husband was a big help. He taught me. And then I also went to trauma, and that was a weekend course. And I was on the way.
And where was the first destination that you soloed to?
The liquor store.
I rode myself for 9 years. I just recently gave up, and now I ride behind my husband. But the first time I rode with him on the back on a Deuce, which is a smaller motorcycle, 8 hours, I could not unlock my legs. And I said, that's it, I'm done, I'll ride myself, thank you.
There you go. 8 hours is a long time. Anybody else want to share their experience riding Harleys, why they love it? It's for you guys. I would love to have you. Okay.
So, my husband and I are on our second marriage. When we met, he said he had his permit and that in the fall he was going to take lessons and that I should take lessons with him so that when I rode on the back I would know a little about what's going on. We took lessons and I said, well, I'm not riding on the back, I'm getting my own bike. And I don't ride on the back.
It's all fun, right? Riding or riding on the back, or like you said, just being an enthusiast, right? It's a good group of people.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lifestyle that I love, enjoy with all my fellow lady riders and the boys in the breeze. I don't know, we just like to have a good time and go places, and we all look out for each other.
And how did you learn?
I started riding mini bikes when I was young, and I went to dirt and then street. So.
And where's the first place you took your Harley?
Besides Long Island, I guess the first long trip was unplanned. I ended up in the Berkshires on a Sportster, did 500 miles, and I couldn't wake up the next day and walk because I was so sore and I had to call in sick. So from that point on, I decided to get a bigger bike.
Excellent. It's a lot of fun, right? And what do you guys like about joining this club? I mean,
the people.
The socializing.
Yeah. Well, yes, I have a bad habit of putting my glasses on my head after I get off the bike, and when I'm laughing, they fly off my head and constantly break, and Gary's nice enough to always change the lenses out for me if I don't scratch them.
From where?
Roslyn Eye Care Center.
But wait a second. So he replaces. Here's what I don't understand though.
Well,
Helen, he replaces the lenses, but it looks like you've got duct tape.
Yeah, because I really cracked the frames the other night. We were at the beach, so yeah, everybody came to the rescue and everybody taped them up so I could ride home at night and see, because I have a distance issue and clears wouldn't work for me. But
so are you presenting her with a new pair?
So exactly. So Helen called the on-call club eye doctor. So Gary Stone, come to the rescue to help Helen. I'm the club doctor. I specialize in mammographies and eyewear. So what we did was first we patch her up so she can get home. Then we come to a pool party. Hold this, please.
Okay.
It's a secret operation right here on Live It Up. The doctor is in the house. Da 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 da.
Look at that.
So Doc, what's happening now?
Now we're inserting Helen's prescription lenses into a new frame. So now Helen doesn't have to wear the duct tape broken ones. And she has, from her on-call Roslyn Eye Center at 360
Willis Avenue, Roslyn, New York.
Roslyn Heights, New York. Exit 37 off the LIE. Ample free parking. Specialize in children's eyewear.
How did you get involved with this group?
Years ago. Actually, I was one of the founding members, I guess it's maybe now 15 years ago, when Lighthouse Harley Davidson first opened up, and I kept badgering them about having a hog organization. Finally they did, we started it, and then it evolved into Long Island Harley Riders when Lighthouse closed shop. So now we're an independent hog organization on Long Island, and I'm getting bit.
You must be Swedish Sugar, right?
Must be.
You must be Swedish Sugar. So tell us about the very first time you got on a Harley, and where did you go, Lou?
Very first time I got on a Harley was with my buddy Martin Fisher, who now has abdicated his responsibility as a Harley rider, is into BMWs to his dismay, and my dismay also. But yeah, up in Scranton, Pennsylvania, we started a ride from there and drove back to New York. That was my initiation, 180 miles. First time on the bike.
And what do you ride?
I ride a Road King. Actually, I like the older bikes. I ride a 97 Road King. Although the newer bikes that they're coming out with have been really nice, and I understand the new models, the 16s, are wonderful.
Really? Are you considering that?
I'm considering, yes. Yes, I'm considering breaking down.
But you're passionate about the bike that you have, and it's well, taken care of.
It's well taken care of, and it's Harley riding is a lifestyle. And I don't know if anybody else had mentioned, it's like putting on a costume and clearing your head and being somebody different than your everyday worker bee.
And they were saying that, you know, there's so many different people in this club from all different walks of life, and there's such a camaraderie between everybody. You like to do philanthropic things, so you're kind of like a chapter that's all about goodness.
Yes, this is true. But we're also about diversity. And diversity meaning we have Hispanics, we have white, we have black, we have various genres of people and organizations.
Old, young, pandas, koala bears.
We have presidents of companies, postal workers. Nobody's gone postal yet, but we have postal workers, and it's just all various people.